The trader that is able to wait is the trader that wins. You see, you think it's all about discipline and strategy and finding the next indicator, and that's how you're going to get your breakthrough. But the fact is, you're dealing with yourself, your inability to wait to get in on your setup. So basically, you're impatient. You don't know how to wait. And because you don't wait, this is why you're not able to level up. And you know this. You know that you FOMO into bad trades. You know that you are impatient. However, you still mess this up every week. You repeat this cycle and you don't know why. Okay? But it's costing you a lot of money, a lot of time, and you're never going to be able to progress forward until you fix this one issue with your impatience, your FOMO, and your greed. Okay? And so every week you make the same mistake. You repeat this pattern day in and day out. And actually, this is the only thing that is separating you from leveling up to the final boss level of where you're trying to get to as a trader. You see? You have to understand that it's the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time you're waiting and you're only trading 20%, if that. Okay? And so getting into the right setup at the right time requires patience. Okay? And I can sit here and tell you to be patient, or you can go watch any video or read any book about being patient, and yet you're not going to be able to overcome this urge, this fear of missing out, or this greed that you have. And I'll tell you why, okay? And the reason is because it's a deeper subconscious negative pattern that you're dealing with, that you may or may not be aware of, okay? And so let's just say, for example, you get in early on a trade, okay, because you have FOMO and greed. So you are FOMOing into the position because you think that you're going to miss out. You fear missing out. Okay, so there's that, and then you're dealing on top of that, you're dealing with greed. Okay, because you want to make money now. You need that instant gratification. You see? And so a lot of traders are wired this way, to have the fear of missing out, okay, on the move, and then to have the greed, which is basically caused from a earlier childhood programming, some kind of past trauma that you're dealing with subconsciously that you may or may not be aware of, okay? And so if you're dealing with greed, okay, the real reason for your greed is because you have lack mentality or some kind of scarcity mentality that was programmed from your childhood. So you got it from your parents. And I'm not telling you to hate your parents or blame your parents or any of that. It's not their fault. It's no one's fault. Okay? It's just the way you've been programmed. And you have to deprogram this. You have to get rid of this negative emotion. And until you can create new positive patterns, new positive emotions, then you're always going to be stuck in this loop of impatience, messing up every week, okay? Only to see the trade go against you, or missing the entire move, or just messing up, okay? And then you're kicking yourself because these are the emotions that are making your decisions based on fear and greed. Okay, so what do we have to do? We have to get rid of that emotion. It's not so much as being aware of it. Being aware of it is one part of it, but being aware of it, you're not going to be able to overcome it just because you know about it. Do you see? You have to clear it out. A negative emotion that has been programmed from your childhood, you've been practicing this for decades. This is the thing, right? So just watching a video of someone talking about it without actually doing the shadow work, doing the inventory, doing the deep work, inner healing, all of that stuff, that is the stuff that's going to clear it out. So there is no strategy that is going to work. There's no indicator. There's not even a signal provider. You could be taking the same trades as your guru, as your mentor, okay? But because you have fear and greed, you won't even be able to be patient enough to hold the trade and let it finish. So then you never really go into profit, even though you know you should be, okay? And then you close early, and then the trade goes in your direction, and then you're kicking yourself. You see? And I'm telling you, you can be stuck here forever. And it's not even funny, because this is where traders go and die. This is where it all ends for them. You know, they just can't get beyond this. Okay, and then they think, oh, trading is difficult. It's not that trading is difficult, or they think that the strategy doesn't work. It's not even that. It's themselves. It's internal. It really is an internal battle, right? And so you have to wait like a fucking sniper, basically. You have to shift the identity from Machine Gun Kelly to Mr. Sniper, if that makes sense, right? You have to say, I only have one trade today, and I'm going to wait quietly, patiently. I'm going to basically stalk price. I'm going to get rid of all of my emotions, and then I'm going to get in on the right setup at the right time without going in late or early. It's going to be perfect. That is the sniper entry. You see, if you can master this part of trading and become that sniper, okay, then you become dangerous. You become this, type of trader that is very precise in your decisions. Then you only need one trade per day. You see? Why would you need 3 trades in a day? See? 3 trades is just 3 to 5 trades in a day is just like a coping mechanism. You're allowing yourself to fail over and retry and over again, and come back and give it another shot to fix. Okay, and then you have a win, and then you want to do it again, and so then you end up over trading, right? A sniper only has one bullet, one shot. You see? So you have to become this sniper. And a sniper is someone that is very quiet, very introspective, that has done the internal work, that has taken time to understand everything. Their surroundings, their internal emotions, their demons, their inner demons, what's holding them back, their trauma. This is what makes a sniper. This is what makes you dangerous, is when you can face your own demons, not run away from them. When you can understand why you're greedy, when you can understand the triggers, the traumas, when you have done this work, right? There's no machine gun, no sniper rifle is going to save you if you can't even fire it correctly. If you don't know how to master your emotions, you have to be a master of your emotions. This is the thing. This is the key. This is the 98% of the entire equation, right? The strategy, the bullet, is only like 2%. It's nothing. So you should spend the majority of your time working on yourself, waiting patiently, being disciplined, right? Waiting, being patient is part of your strategy. It's also the strategy. the strategy isn't just pulling the trigger. It's waiting and staying ready and pulling the trigger at the right time when it matters the most. That is the difference. That's what's going to keep you out of trouble, or that's what's going to make you execute and get your trade. You see? The only reason you can't wait is because it feels unsafe. Because the matrix has programmed you to be busy, right? To think that more is more, where in fact it's less is more. You see, trading is complete opposite to your 9 to 5, right? You think being productive and more action and all of that stuff is going to get you to be a better trader. It's not the case at all. It's the opposite. And trading is the only work or the only profession in the entire world where less is more. Does that make sense? And so you have to understand this from a deep level and fix it, right? And understanding it means doing the work, the internal work, fixing, going in, clearing out all the negative garbage so that you can do what you have to do as a sniper. You see, when you can wait like a sniper, everything becomes intentional. All of your moves, every decision you make is a command. It's not a reaction, right? You become precise. This is where you need to be as a trader if you want to level up, right? So if you want to do this kind of inner work, okay, and you want to go in and clear all your negative blocks, right, then I advise you to check out the link in the description. We have modules to clear out FOMO, greed, revenge, impatience, okay? These are core modules within the Inner Edge program that my students like, okay, that they use and they find the most useful. So you can go in there, apply the techniques, and then work on it, do the inventory, clear out the negative emotions, and then you can begin to recalibrate, bring yourself back into alignment, and then actually become that sniper, okay? This is like the final boss level adjustment that you need in your journey, okay? You cannot fight this alone without doing the correct work, the shadow work. You have to do it, okay? You have to clear it out, and then you have to reprogram. So that's what we do. If you're interested, it's the first link in the description. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, like and subscribe. Drop your comments below. And if you want to go into deep ghost mode, then check out this video over here. That's going to talk about how to go ghost, okay? And then you can become that sniper ghost so you can level up, okay? But until the next video, you're on your own. Take care now. Goodbye.